everybody, and welcome to Math Help with Miss McCarthy. These episodes are actually powered by you, teachers and parents who work with 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. Maybe you've come across a math skill or a math question and you're not really sure how to help make it make sense for the students or for the child that you are working with. If that's you, you are in the right place because you can go to mccarthymathacademy.com/mathhelp. This is where you can send me your questions, and you'll also be able to access the growing playlist of YouTube episodes because somebody else's question might also be your question. Now we're about to get to today's question, and after we do that, I'm going to take you into the members area to show you some follow-up resources with video lessons, student guides, extra practice pages, math tasks, math mini assessments, and the very popular Taking on the Fast 15-day countdown. Without further ado, let's get to it and let me teach ya. Today's submission comes from Nancy in Orlando, Florida, and she said, "Please, Miss McCarthy, all the fractions, all the operations that you can, please." So in Florida, which is where my audience mostly is, we add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Now I do want to point out that in Florida, we might be stepping out of where the benchmark says just a little bit for the division one. I know that, but I still want to teach this skill to you, whether you're in Florida or somewhere else, okay? Eventually, your students are going to have to know this in 6th grade. So, all right, so what we have two fractions here. We have 3/4 and we have 1/2. And what we're doing is we're throwing all the 4 operations at them. So adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Now, when I'm working with 5th graders, I let them know that when we add or subtract, our denoms must match. Our denominators must match. So if we're looking at 3/4 plus 1/2 and 3/4 minus 1/2, our denominators currently are not matching. Now these are simple fractions to change the denominators for, but I'm going to walk you through the process. That way you can apply it to all the other problems that you have. To do that, to find the matching denominator, it's important that we find the least common denominator. So what we'll do is we'll take the denominator of 4 and the denominator of 2, and we will count by those denominators. I'm going to do that by using my multiplication mashup song, and that would be 4, 8, 12. I could keep going, but I think I can stop right there and do you know I know my 2s? 2, 4, 6, 8. I can stop. Not because of the match at 8, we could use that, but we have a match of 4. That's our first denominator that we have in common. So the next step, after we find our LCD, our least common denominator, we need to rewrite those fractions. How do we do that? Well, we're going to put our new denominator here. We know we have our matching denominator of 4. So how did we get there? We're creating equivalent fractions. Well, how did we get from a denominator of 4 to a denominator of 4? Well, we didn't have to do anything, right? We're technically just multiplying by 1, and by 1, 3/4, that fraction can just stay the same. But for the next one, we went from a denominator of 2 to a denominator of 4. That means that we can multiply the top and the bottom both by 2 because 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4. Now we can add them. When we add or subtract, our denoms must match. Now they're matching, so let's add them. 3/4 plus 2/4 is 5/4. Notice that we're just adding the numerator. Our denominator ends up staying the same. Now 5/4, that is a fraction greater than 1 because our numerator is greater than the denominator of 4, a fraction greater than 1. That's new language, but we used to call them improper fractions, where the numerator is larger than the denominator. So this is a correct answer. It doesn't make it bad or wrong that it's there, but we also need students to understand that when we have fractions that are greater than 1, we can also create something that's known as a mixed number. So the way that I work that out is to say, okay, I can pull out one whole, that would be 4/4, and what's left would be 1/4. So that would be, or 4/4 is 1 whole and 1/4. So both of these would be our answer for the adding part. Now let's go over to subtraction. We have 3/4 minus 1/2. When we add or subtract, our denoms must match. Are they matching? No, we need to make them match. Now we just did all the work for that. Just to review, We have the denominator of 4, denominator of 2. We count by until we get a match. Look, there's our match of 4. Now we need to rewrite the equivalent fractions. So our new denominator is 4. That means we have 3/4 minus 2/4. 3/4 minus 2/4 would equal 1/4. This is a unit fraction. It's also a proper fraction. Our numerator is less than the denominator, so that would be our answer of 1/4. Again, to review, when you add or subtract, your denoms must match. Adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators can be a lot for students, and then they get really excited when we get to multiplying fractions because we just need to fly across and multiply. Now, I have tons of videos on modeling what this 3/4 times 1/2 looks like, and also in adding these fractions, why we have to change up the denominators. I have tons of visuals and stuff inside the members area, which I'll show you. Right now, I'm just focusing on the computation part of it. So here we go, 3/4 times 1/2. We just need to fly across and multiply. So 3 times 1 is 3, and 4 times 2 is 8. We have a proper fraction there of 3/8. You might need to think about simplifying here, but here we have a simplified fraction. And then finally for division, again, we're going a little outside the parameters for Florida's best standards here, but to compute these fractions, we know that we can change this from division into a multiplication equation by keeping that first fraction and flipping to the reciprocal 1/2. Then we can just fly across and multiply. So again, that 1/2, we use the reciprocal of 1/2. So flipping that fraction is what we're doing there to 2/1. Fly across and multiply. So 3 times 2 equals 6. 4 times 1 is 4. This would be an improper fraction. We also call it a fraction greater than 1. So that means that we can write it as a mixed number. To do that, I can pull out 4/4, which would be 1 whole plus 2/4. 6/4 equals 4/4 plus 2/4, which would be 4/4 is the same thing as 1 whole and 2/4. That would be a correct answer. And we could even simplify here to say that 6/4 could be simplified to 3/2. That would be an equivalent fraction. And 1 and 2/4 is the same thing as 1 and 1/2. Those are equivalent as well. So to review, with all the operations here, with fractions, when you add or subtract, your denoms must match. When you multiply, you just fly across and multiply. And when you're dividing, you keep that first fraction and you multiply it by the reciprocal of the other fraction. Some people call it keep, change, flip. If you would like to see this same kind of problem with maybe a little bit more challenging fractions, maybe even using fractions greater than 1 with these, I can definitely do that. Just drop that in the comments below if you'd like to see a video on that, and I'd be happy to make one in the future. After watching this video, if you're a teacher and you'd like to sign up for the membership, you can go to mccarthymathacademy.com/teacher. That will walk you through the sign up process there. There's actually 3 tiers. There's the bronze, the silver, and the gold. I'm going to show you all of it. And for the families, you would go to the website that says /family. This is very similar to the bronze plan. It'll have the video lessons and student guides. Let me show you both right now. All right, let's imagine that you've signed up for your plan. Both families and teachers would go to members enter here, and then you would see the original membership for teachers with the bronze, silver, and gold tier, or the new membership that I created to help families. We're going to look at the teacher membership first. This was a 5th grade benchmark that we went over today, and then your next step will be to select the strand that you'd like to explore. We're working with fractions, so let's click that strand. And then all of the benchmarks for fractions will open up. And look, we've got division as fractions. We've got adding and subtracting with unlike denominators, multiplying fractions, predicting the relative size of a product, and division with unit fractions. So this is where Florida focuses its energy. I'm going to click on one benchmark so you can see what one benchmark would look like, but just know all of the other benchmarks have the same kind of layout. When we click it, the first thing that's going to open up is the bronze resources. So families, you would have these same exact resources in your plan. Okay, so here's a video lesson where we're going to add and subtract, but we only need to rewrite one fraction. video lesson that walks through this printable guide right here. So print this out and you will see the same thing in the video. Adding and subtracting fractions where we have to rewrite both fractions, and then adding and subtracting fractions that are addition with fractions that are greater than 1 and subtraction with fractions that are greater than 1. So here is where we're adding and subtracting where we have to rewrite both fractions. And I wanted to show you here how we're connecting what we learned about finding the least common denominator and then rewriting those fractions with the visual. Why is this happening? We connect that in these videos, okay? Then when we go down to something like this, subtracting with fractions greater than 1, we can get right to the common denominator part of it, okay? You can see again, we're finding the least common denominator, which would be 6 in this case, and we are subtracting them across. So click print with the printable guide, click play, and you are ready to go. Now, like teachers like me, you might be thinking, okay, great, I've got this video, but how do I make sure that my students understand? Well, if you go into the silver tier right here, you will have printables, which contain extra practice that are very similar to what we just did in the videos. So I'll just scroll so you can see. Like for instance, this would be a video lesson that we just saw. And then after that, you've got an extra practice page for your students, okay? You also have answer keys for all of that. Each benchmark contains a math misconception mystery episode. These are awesome for class discussions. This is where we have 4 characters, just me dressed up in silly costumes with silly accents. Each one of these characters is going to solve that same problem. 3 of them make a mistake that students commonly make, and only 1 solves it correctly. It's an awesome opportunity for error analysis. And then a lot of teachers go with the gold because you have access to a mini assessment, usually 4 to 5 questions. I'm actually going through right now and updating these to mirror more of what it looks like on the FAST test, so just tweaking the wording and the format just a little bit. You have the answer key right here. This is a breaking down the B.E.S.T video where we'll walk through this particular benchmark, any benchmark, together. McCarthy Math 155 contains 155 video lessons, which are for skills practice. I know it says Common Core, but there are lots of great resources that you can use in here too. So let me show you for this one. Operations with fractions. Look at this. We got 30 video lessons. Adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. I'm just going to scroll so you can see. This is why teachers, if you have students who need help converting fractions greater than 1 into mixed numbers, this will help you do it. Okay, adding fractions with unlike denominators, adding mixed numbers. Tons and tons of videos and printable guides with that gold plan. This is why it's one of the most popular. And then this is like the go-to resource towards the end of the year. Once it hits, April, teachers are all about this 15-day countdown prep. Click on 5th grade because you get 15 days. There's 6 problems each, and all of the questions are preparing students for that fast testing platform kind of environment. I get a lot of feedback from teachers at the end of the year saying that this was the thing that really helped to boost their students' confidence at the end and allow them to do their best. So you can take a look at that with the gold plan. Okay, parents, I have not forgotten about you. Let's see what your membership looks like. We'll click on 5th for this example. And the difference is the teacher plan is organized by the benchmarks. It makes it easier for us teachers to go in and grab what we need. But the family plan is organized by units. So we're looking for the units with operations with fractions and mixed numbers. So when we click on this, we'll see adding and subtracting fractions and mixed numbers. We'll see multiplication with mixed numbers, representing division, all of it right here. Okay, and those same exact video lessons that we had in the bronze plan for teachers are right here for you in one easy space. Okay, lots and lots and lots of video lesson and practice for you, okay? Nancy, thank you again for submitting this question. Again, if you would like to see it with more complex fractions and maybe even some mixed numbers in there, jot it down in the comments below and maybe I'll make a video of it in the future. And if you found value in this episode, you can make my day by sending a like my way. That's right. If you can like this video, that would be awesome. It lets YouTube and me know that you enjoy content like this and I should keep on making it. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel so you're the first to know when I drop a new video. And of course, if you know somebody that could benefit from this video, share it with them. That's it for this episode of Math Help with Miss McCarthy. Again, if you have any questions, jot them in the comments, or you can go to mccarthymathacademy.com/mathhelp and submit your question there, access that growing playlist, and hopefully I'll see you inside the members area real soon.